Thank you, Acting Deputy Speaker. And I welcome the opportunity to speak in this timely debate with the state election in Victoria some 5 days away. And of course, on this side of the House, we do not support the East-West Link, and we have various reasons for not supporting it, and we support the Victorian opposition leader Daniel Andrews' position against the East-West Link. We do so because the Eddington report recommended a west-east link, that the west section be the first priority, and this is now stretching out. The budget papers suggest 2023. I would suggest at least 15 years away. And the member for Corangamite earlier cited support from the previous member for Lawler for the project, and of course the previous member for Lawler's support for the project was for the initial west-east link. Since then, under a Napthine government, many things have changed. One of the things that's changed is the Western Distributor was taken off the agenda. Of course, the Western Distributor that Daniel Andrews' government will deliver if elected on Saturday is exactly what the west of Victoria needs. It's exactly what the western suburbs needs. It's exactly what Geelong needs, because it is immediate, it would be delivered in 4 years, and it would take 5,000 trucks off the Westgate Freeway. It is shovel-ready and ready to go. But instead, we have the member for Corangamite in here talking about the East-West Link as a saviour for the West, with a timeline leading out to the never-never. That certainly won't be delivered under a Napthine government if it gets another term. It would take 3 terms for this to be delivered. And meanwhile, numbers of people on the roads from the west of Melbourne accessing the city increases daily, as do the number of trucks, as do the dangerous accidents that are occurring involving cars and trucks. And so the other part of this argument is to look at the federal funding for the eastern section, stage 1 of the East-West Link, where we have contributed $1.5 billion. Now, it's difficult to make the case for stage 1 of the East-West Link being of any benefit to west of Melbourne, any benefit whatsoever. It won't improve travel times from the west to the airport, like it will in the east. It won't be a significant improvement on travel times for people from the west to get to the east. And then there's the issue we have with cost. The true cost is unknown, but we did have some academics recently determine that they think that the cost has actually going to be closer to $18 billion. $18 billion, with no value at all for the west of the state. And of course, then there's the issue of the contract and the secrecy around the contract to date, and the fact that there hasn't been a business case put to the Victorian public, put to anyone, in fact. So the rush to get the contract signed before this state election is something that the Victorian public are struggling to come to terms with. And of course, as the member for Chisholm so nicely put it, there's also the question of the absolute incessant priority around roads over public transport. So what we're going to get with the Western Distributor, obviously, as the first cab off the rank for an Andrews government, would be less trucks on the road for the Westgate at a fraction of the cost, what we're determining, and we won't wait in the west for the year 2023. The other thing that people on the other side want to talk about a lot in this debate is about jobs. Well, let's be clear.
Order. The time allotted for this debate has expired.